NPC coach.
Hmm? Hmm?
No, it was
I'm an
just
NPC.
I was just being an
Ah, I
NPC to the
gotcha.
camera. That's all. All right,
Mm.
Revan, 1982
Behold my
minus
creation.
the 82.
Hello.
On a gameplay and what you play Kiri, right?
Uh,
I know you played Kiri on when you played Junker Queen. Yeah, you played her on the other two maps. Winston's laughably bad. Alright. Already, you can be looking for a nade.
mm-hmm.
At least, like, you don't need to go for it, but you can at least, like, ponder, is there a window for it? Like, right now you're looking, you're looking at Echo, that's fine. But in this window right now, glance over this way. Can I go for a nade
Mm-hmm.
on their backline? Are they exposed, etc.? Are they even there? You haven't really looked to see if they're there. And at this point, like,
Yeah.
you can just throw that nade.
Mm-hmm.
Your teammates hunt the Echo down, and it's great. Like, right now, yeah, your team's not set up. Never mind. Why aren't you shooting him? This feels weird. Like, your crosshair is literally on him. Like, in situation, if you're, let me, hold up, let me pull up the VOD.
I think this is where I'm just like, oh, I can nade. I'm looking to nade or something.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just like,
kind of what I expect you're saying. Which, I'm really glad I'm voting it then. What's the timestamp right now? Or the score?
4%.
4%.
Monkey one. Playing this Hygrin here.
I'm looking for nade. I'm throwing it at monkey.
Yeah. All right. So this is a bit of a the variety where, like, the different times when you use nade, you don't always have to give countdowns. Why might I say you don't need to give a countdown in this situation?
My diva's already there.
Your diva's
Echo's like already there.
exactly, they're already there in the fight. The nade doesn't need to be coordinated because it's follow-up pressure in this case, right?
Yeah.
Let's suppose Diva wasn't there. Let's suppose Diva was like down here and Echo is like down here on the pillar or whatever. Then you say 3, 2, 1 and they fly up as the nade hits, right? Since they're already there, just throw the nade and just press left click and shoot the Winston.
Gotcha.
Also, partially related to your you know, taking so long, is the Winston was able to get out of LOS and get into cover. So, like, the nade ended up getting 0 value. I saw this. What the hell happened? Yeah. Their Winston, these first two fights, literally wasn't on the field. Look again. This is another situation. When your diva is literally at the choke you're planning to throw a nade at, you can just hit the button. Like, you can say, like in this situation, you can say, I'm nading, like, as you just see the window and go for it. Like, your nade's on cooldown, you can just say, I'm nading and throw it. Like, it's really clear every time you're going for a nade, and I don't even hear comms. I mean, here, I'll have you watch it. Tell me when you shift your focus into looking for a nade.
All right.
And it's impossible to miss.
So right now.
Yeah, this whole time. This whole time you're not doing anything
Wow.
while you're looking for the nade.
Yeah.
You stop shooting and like that downtime, this team was really bad. You guys rolled them in this first map. So the downtime had no impact. But like you can keep shooting your D.Va while you're giving that countdown and then, you know, chuck the nade. Also, in the ideal sense setting, the countdown reaches like the what would be 0 when the nade lands. I don't know if that's how you've been doing it.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah, that's the ideal scenario. So you say like 3, 2, 1 for when the nade hits. That way, D.Va and you know, Echo, Tracer, whoever, can coordinate it. So because they don't know how long the nade is gonna take. They have a rough guess, but they don't know if you're here. They don't know if you're doing a lineup. They don't know if you're, you know, who knows? Maybe you're like right here, and the nade will get there a lot faster. And on different maps, it'll be drastically different too, right? This is a good sleep dart. Alright, what do I think of this? I feel like you could nade your D.Va here to just heal them faster, get them back in the action. I remember the nano itself wasn't very well coordinated. It was kind of just like go do something, right? Like let me finish off the healing. At this point, the sleep is great. It's a great decision to walk into the Winston to hit the sleep, because you make it easier for yourself, right?
Yeah.
I would then, you know, try to like get out of dodge. Either commit to coming out like this way and playing over here, where you have this escape option, or try to sneak past him again to get back to your Alari, who's on the outside. Because D.Va will stand in the way and like Jack kind of body blocks all of it, so you don't die. But it could have been problematic. I just want to look at the nade so you can see where it lands, just for your own sense, right? So this is how you're angling it. I'm pretty certain it's shallow. Oh no, it just, yeah, it's a little shallow. Half an inch higher, and it hits 3 here. Or it gets deflected, but
at least I come close to this. You know?
yeah, at least it's in the right spot. Also, I really like going for those shots on the Echo. This is really good. Nade. That's a little bit unlucky. Yeah, like their team somehow was impressive. Like, watch this D.Va, or the Brig. Like, how does she die to this? She's shielding a baby D.Va instead of a nuclear bomb.
Oh my god.
Nice sleep. You and Leroy were peeling for each other really well here.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, Jack totally dies here, doesn't he?
Maybe?
No, okay. I was thinking of a different map. Bro, your nades are getting hit by everything. This is a bit of an awareness thing. Like, it happened once earlier, but this as well. Whenever Winston jumps you, he's gonna be using his bubble, and the better the enemy Winston gets, the smarter they're gonna be with it. But
yeah,
he wants to use the bubble at the perfect distance, which is he wants to be as far away from you as possible, where you are right on the outside of the bubble, and he is, he'll be dead center of it. And ideally, you run away, and then he can walk all the way up here and keep tasering you while being totally safe. So either, like what you kind of did earlier with the nano incident, like either you run into the bubble to sleep him, or save it and keep backing off until he's forced to chase you out of his bubble and go for the sleep dart.
gotcha.
It's just like being patient with the cooldown. That's a great nade.
Thank you.
Kiriko Gaming.
Oh, I do play Kiri. Okay, never mind.
You play Kiri on both maps. Both of the upcoming
really?
maps. Yep. That's a minor thing. You are like the worst character on your team to shoot a immortality field.
Okay.
With your like triple, triple headshot multiplier. Anyone else, it's a pretty negligible drop off. Like, take like a Lucio. Like, he's not going to be hitting much headshots anyways. Junker Queen has their shotgun. Those are probably the two best people to have shooting it. You, on the other hand, deal, what is it, like 115 now? How much damage do you do to a headshot now?
110.
110? You deal 110 to the head. And you do, is it still 40 to the body, or is that reduced?
I think body is still the same.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a drastic drop off, right? You can 2-tap an enemy, but it takes you 4 shots to break a lamp. If you shoot it on your own. It's like, again, Junker Queen can practically one-shot it with a good shotgun launch. Easy. Alright, coming into this fight, Leroy called that they had window. What's your plan?
Bait window, and then LOS it.
How are you gonna do that?
By, like, pretending to be aggro, or like we act like we're gonna go aggro on them, and then we back away.
Okay. This isn't something I would want you to say necessarily in a scrim, but just for now, what cooldowns are you gonna use to bait your aggression, or to bait the window out?
You probably use shout.
Do you want to shout in?
Yeah, shout in and then amp speed out.
Okay.
Or maybe vice versa. We like amp speed in, and then shout to get out.
I think I like that more. Save Suzu.
And then
Save
Suzu for
save Suzu. Save deflect for the window.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Wait, what the fuck? Where'd your Suzu go? Does Arissa eat it?
Good question.
She must. That's crazy. Hold up. Let me go back to when you use it. That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
That's the same way Joe got his blizzard eaten.
Bro.
That's low-key fight losing. I mean, like, high-key, I guess.
Oh, he stacks them? Ooh.
Probably. Guys do that a lot. Yeah. You guys are also... Yeah. Just like, watch the window, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you and both supports are by the window. Bastion's just blasting through it anyways.
Damn.
Yeah. I think something that could be really important for you guys' defensive hold is probably like either Joe and you or Joe and Leroy. What is it with the game cutting off the bottom half of characters right now? I don't know. It's weird. But
Yeah,
Joe and you or Joe and Leroy holding this high ground while they're walking in. In fact, ideally, you get like Jason up here, and like your whole team can
Yeah.
be applying pressure in this forward space. People up here have the easy get out. If you're over on this side, you can get out this way, and you can still hold this choke decently easily.
Mm-hmm.
I think the plan here was Rush Visor. I like
Yeah.
Rush Visor. What do you have to do to make Rush Visor not die immediately?
Give him Suzu, or like force out their cooldowns.
Yeah, those are part of it. Also, you just got to be smart about where you're doing it, right?
That's true. Mm-hmm.
God damn. So, this fight went really, really badly. What happens? You guys go for this Rush Visor right on the choke that they are dominating. An alternative option would be coming over here and playing split. Like, imagine if you went for this Rush Visor while your Genji, Lucio, JQ were like over here. And maybe you just pop the rush and then TP back to heal your JQ and you run on the back line. Or like something like that. Like what ends up happening, right, is your whole team is playing this heavy choke and trying to push through it. But the enemy team has many resources to deny you from doing exactly that. Right? I mean, this Terror Surge couldn't be better. Leroy gets a big boop. Right. Alright. Rush Visor doesn't really get much. Jay gets forced out and dies. Now at this point, we rampage. Not a great rampage. Yeah, literally, they just dodged. And then that happens. And he gets rolled. You guys used 4 ults and got practically no value out of it. Joe's the only one that saved us. Alright, where were we? Instant death. And Jack dies. This fight coming up, I remember, is really good. Largely just because Joe gets a kill for free.
Yep.
How does he do that? Like, how does he not die? She just doesn't shoot him. I mean, like, I'm not upset about that, I guess.
Same.
I like the Suzu. Obviously, it doesn't do anything in that situation because the enemy team didn't react just at all. But a better Orisa is going to turn and spear that. Or, you know, Mei will freeze. Mei will use her don't die button and then freeze. Maybe he gets booped, you know, all these other things. I like the Suzu. I kind of like, for the most part, how you guys are setting up here too. Again, you should probably be up there.
Yeah.
Like, Jack drops for no... Like, the reason Jack drops is because he's kind of low, right? Like, he's getting poked out, right? And he's like, I'll just back and hold the main choke. But, like, what's going to happen, right? Orisa walks forward to try and take this main choke. And then her entire backline is exposed, and you guys just run on the backline.
It's true.
I don't like the positioning here. That got a little scary. Like, once you recognize that they're rounding this corner, you need to be backing off, like, immediately straight to this corner. You dawdle a lot.
Yeah.
Like, the wide strafe. You were also running towards them, which there's no reason for you to be close. Like, you don't have damage fall off. You could just stay at this corner at... Hold on, let me find it again. Like, right here, you recognize, you can hear them coming. You don't need to be close. You can just track them with your ears. Nearly cost you your life, but they missed their shots. Again, this one was less unlucky and more just like bad mechanics, I guess. The Suzu, I like the idea of the Suzu. The placement could have been, you know, fixed. Like, you just aim it steeper, Jack gets Suzu. And Joe gets Suzu.
Yeah.
Quadra kick.
Ah, I'm off the team.
Alright, here's more Kiriko gameplay. This map feels so short. Why does it feel so short?
I don't know. I think
Like
it's,
we're
really faster.
25 minutes in. I guess
God
your
damn.
your first round was really short.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that, Suzu. In fact, it's kind of useless.
That is fair.
Yeah, you get nothing with that Suzu. Again, you don't get punished for it because your team's rolling the fight, but like that Suzu gets no value. I like where you're set up. You could realistically
I can go a little forward.
take 2 steps here and just hold M1 at their spawn door. Just shoot their spawn door. Worst case scenario, your accuracy goes down. Best case, you deal damage and build your ult.
Ew.
Wait. Here we are. Okay. I'm scared of how much you peak when you're kind of low. Like right now, I would be finding a corner and just using the passive heal.
Yeah.
Right, like one stray headshot from like, I mean, a body shot from Mei would kill you, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 stray shots from Marissa probably would kill you. Like, peeking while you're in those death thresholds is really risky, and that's how you allow the enemy to just snowball maps. Right? That, like, I'm sure it's happened to you plenty of times. I'm sure it's happened to your teammates countless times in like, other scrims.
Yeah.
Nice, Suzu. Oh, Lord. Easy. Alright. I want to watch this from a top-down perspective.
Right.
Time for the reckoning.
Alright. This is a note for Jay, but Jay's not here. Jay should be using this angle way more. He's playing a little too close to the team, so he's not like really on an effective off angle.
Yeah. Wait, I can get him real quick when we let him alone.
Yeah, sure. Pull him over.
Alright, I have the Jason with me.
What's going on?
Hello. Wait, can you hear me?
Yes, did I fuck up?
No. I just want to show you like the positioning you're taking, right? So We see like the core crew, and then when you're on soldier, you're more of like an off angle, like applying off angle pressure. So this is how you play it, which is like it's all right. But here, I'll once we get through this fight, I'll show you the alternative. Right,
Almost got.
it nearly died. Right. All right, this is as far as I watched. The alternative you could look to do is where are we at? When you're in this room, instead of coming out this doorway, come here. And this will give you a much more direct off angle from where your team's aggressing from. Right?
That far in though, where they're at right now.
Maybe not like this instance, but
Type of thing.
when Jack goes for this rampage, imagine how much more effective you could be if you were on this angle when you're going for this visor.
Yeah.
Instead of this angle. So yeah, like you're so much more in the action when you come out this doorway, and these like all the pillars and walls and everything like blocks you off a lot, versus, you know, playing here you have much freer like sight lines, as well as it creates a more like, you know, 90-degree off angle from your team, versus this is more like, you know, a 30-degree 45-degree angle.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're literally just with your team in this, which like there are times you want to play with your team, this isn't one of them. Like comps like this, you want to take those angles. All right, that's all.
All right.
Love you.
He said he misses you.
All right, what's the plan for this fight?
We walk at them with blade. And oh no, we can beat out bait. Blah 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 blah. Bait out beat, and then blade after.
How do you bait out beat?
We aggro on them. We actually we're gonna take like a dry fight pretty much on them. No.
I'm not the biggest fan of that. Because, I mean, what is your advantage at this point? Your advantage is your ultimate economy. If you take...
Yeah.
This is one of those really important things to understand, right? So, what's the difference? Let's suppose Team 1 has all 5 ultimates, and Team 2 has 0 ult charge on any character. Who's going to benefit from a dry fight?
Team 2.
Exactly, right? They're going to be building ultimates.
Yeah.
The easiest way to snowball maps is to use your ultimates to just, like, apply crazy amounts of pressure, right? So what I would suggest is, instead of going for just, like, you know, a dry blade to bait out their beat, go for a rush engage with the goal of just winning the fight with a rush. If you do that, like, amazing. That's one ultimate, one fight won. That's perfect. Jack is going to get, you know, I don't know, 30, 40% of his rampage. Jay's going to get a bunch of ult charge. And you only use one ultimate, so you still have that blade and the beat for the following fight. If they do use sound barrier, because you're putting out so much, like, threatening pressure with this rush, then you can add the blade on afterwards, right? So you can use, because Lucio's probably are smart enough at this level where they're gonna save their ultimate to counter another ultimate, whether it's rampage, whether it's visor, whether it's blade, even a rush. They might use their beat for that. And if they don't, you'll win the fight because they're not countering it with any of these other ults. Assuming you play decently. If you don't use an ultimate, you're making it a fair fight. Because both players on both teams are just using their base cooldowns, which isn't really taking advantage of your massive piece of leverage, right?
Yeah.
What the hell is this? Yeah, he's just got a deflect. Like, right now, though, imagine, ignore the whole blade plan that Joe goes with. Imagine if we just rush right now and we just fight inside the rush. Either rush, maybe you can, like, squeak it down this path, so in case they disengage, you can still fight. Or just simply down this corridor. Like, either way is totally fine. You just rush here, so now your team can, like, your Junker Queen, your Lucio, your Genji, not your soldier, can fight in this rush and just fry, right? If they don't use beat, you're gonna win this fight, right? I want to say it's impossible for you guys to lose it, but you're the University of Hartford. You guys never fail to impress me. Like with this rush, see? Like this is the same idea that I was going for, but reversed, so like it's totally fine. You baited out the beat with your blade in this case, and then you won the fight with your rampage or with your Kitsune rush. Sorry. Same logic, just different, execution. This, I remember I was spectating you. As soon as you see that BAP jump up, like, probably before that even, you'd want to Suzu yourself. It still heals, right?
No, I don't think it heals anymore. Wait. Crap, I forgot if it does or not.
I'll find out.
Mm-hmm. Wow, they're really good at this, Adam.
Alright, 96. Yeah, that's pretty noticeable.
And what did we learn?
Let me just do it again. 72 to 112. Yeah. So does that 40 healing ish?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you Suzi'd yourself, that Baptiste would not have killed you.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Joe.
What?
Yeah.
Where are we at?
Let's get back to
Yep, this is actually happened.
Alright, this is the fight. You go for the blade, you go for the rush.
Yep.
The junk swap is the wildest thing I've ever seen. But yeah, you Suzu yourself, you're at 50 HP here. A single stray shot from Bap isn't going to kill you.
That's true.
How does your team do in this fight? Super winnable. They're just crazy.
God damn.
Easy.
Who
So
let that guy cook on Genji?
you got Ori Muriel on your team. And that's the only reason your team didn't fall over. Right? The enemy team shouldn't really lose this fight. I mean, I guess with the sound barrier coverage, maybe. But, I mean, also look at how spread out your team is. I feel like nobody's shooting the same person. The other team's kind of poo. And then Jay and Joe both solo kill someone. How does Joe kill the bat? Yeah. Yeah. Your teammates are goated. Say thank you.
Teammates.
Yeah. Since that was fast, do you want to look at another map or like do
Dorado?
something else? Dorado? Okay.
Yeah.
Where is Dorado? AGX TTE. Big. Massive.
Hey, Adam, hold on.
Yeah, my C's been acting up for a while. Alright, I'm back. What's up?
Alright, no, I just said big and massive to this nade.
Oh,
I would say maybe it could be thrown like half a second, not even half a second. A little bit slower. Because it hits,
okay.
like, right as the Winston is out the door because he was, like, holding W. Also, if it could be up, I don't even know if you have enough. Yeah, I don't.
I think it might be enough. Like, go up a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I think that's as good as you can get it without doing a, you could go, like, a pixel, like a couple pixels. But, yeah. Skynade might be able to have it land in a better positioning, but, I mean, that's a totally fine nade. The other benefit of a, like, Skynade, like a lineup, is, just the cooldown would be back already. Oh, that was lucky as hell.
What do you mean, lucky?
What do I mean, lucky? I mean, your crosshair was on their soldier and the Winston that was about to kill you jumped in front of it.
I think I just read his mind and knew that he was coming to jump on me.
That's what it was.
Come here to get healed.
You know what I'm looking for? I'm tabbed out.
Oh, wow.
What's the timestamp?
It's 3:06. I do startup repair, so like as the light turns on, they'll just repair like everything, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Did you install the update recently?
No, I don't think so.
Monkey.
Just gotta prepare them.
I can see you guys.
Oh god!
I didn't know that. I didn't know that the Mega got taken. Stay there. Echo's coming back. I'm fine.
I had this thing where, over the summer, I had last year.
No close none on here.
I winter break. I took my PC at home, and then,
Going.
it corrupted my PC somehow. So I had to do a full wipe.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What's up?
I have an update.
What's up?
So your comm is, I'm looking for nade after bubble, right? That's your comm, which I think is fine. I think when this bubble is gone, you can still give a quick, like,
One.
yeah. I'm throwing nade after bubble. 3, 2, 1, nade, or like.
So
Where's the
like
bubble
a
go
3,
down?
2, 1. When I throw it, I say 3, right?
No,
Like,
you
so
do the
that-
timing however it works for the nade to land. Again, this is the ideal scenario. I think the easiest scenario is you give it 3, 2, 1 as you throw it, which will give your teammates more time to react to it. Yeah, that's probably like the most easy situation. So like here it would be, right, the bubble goes down. All right, looking for nade. 3, 2, 1, and you just eat it, right? And there it goes. And your team follows up. That's like, that's the easy option.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, eat it.
Yeah. It's
Okay, I got
it's
you.
just a lot more consistent to like give your teammates time to react. Because if you do that 3, 2, 1 with the nade landing, like that's the more Overwatch League level style. Like, and it wouldn't be the Ana giving the countdown. It would be like a Winston going for a countdown for like a basic dive. Like say I don't know, say you're diving this high ground. Winston would be like, all right, 3, 2, 1, for the dive, and you would time your nade to line up with him. Or a Sombra is like, yo, I can EMP them high ground. Ready? 3, 2, 1, EMP. And you want to have that nade landing when the EMP hits, not throwing it when the EMP hits, right? Oh, Lord. What happened after the nade? Jack died. Maybe he lived, but he lost mech. No, he died. Missed the nade. Did Olari boop him? Olari did boop him. That's one of those cooldowns you'll have to learn to work with, and Leroy is gonna want to learn to communicate better, is that you can use the Olari boop the same way like you used a brick boop to completely negate a Winston dive. This nade literally causes you and all of your teammates to lose this fight. You have 4 teammates. 4 teammates where if you simply look straight down and nade, all of them will be hit, and all of them will be at a healthy value, a healthy health value. That nade is quite awful.
Yeah.
Like, what's up?
Low key. Trying low key.
Yeah.
I was trying to nade the soldier.
The enemy soldier?
Yes. Maybe not. Actually, I don't remember what I was trying to do. I don't.
And maybe you like switched ideas mid button press, so you did neither. But really, with yourself at this low HP and your other support at this low HP, like you really want to just nade yourself.
Yeah.
You would be alive. Olari would be able to heal you. Olari probably dies right now. those two make it out alive. Yeah, that nade single-handedly staggered you and your Alari and denied you guys from a refight. Alright. Leroy ult tracks, they have everything. What's the plan?
Everything. We can be aggressive with what's that ult called? We can sun. And if they visor, I can try and sleep it or DM it with Diva.
So, play aggressively with Sun. Save DM for Visor.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. A couple things I would include is you don't necessarily have to vocalize this as the Ana in the situation, but it wouldn't hurt is to save Sleep Dart for Winston. Or I would probably prioritize Winston. Depending on who Echo dupes, you could get an easy sleep on Echo as well.
Okay.
Also, saving antis for Transcendence can be fight changing. If you
That's
hit
true.
if you hit a 5-man Alari ult and they just pop Transcendence, you're not gonna kill anyone. If you hit a 5-man Alari ult, they pop Transcendence, and then you hit a 4-man anti-nade on everyone else, everyone's still gonna die except Zen.
Mm.
So those are some of the things you have to remember to be thinking of. I think something else that doesn't really show up too much in like the scrims recently, but when you track an ultimate like Alari Sun or Grav, communicating to Jack if he's on Diva or Orisa to save either DM or spin for those ultimates. Because Alari ult specifically is really easy to eat. And it's 10 times easier if you have a little checkbox in your head saying, save this cooldown for this ability. Right? 10 times easier.
Yeah.
What happened to your sleep dart?
A bubble ate it.
Bubble ate it. Because what do Winstons do when they jump? They jump and then press bubble. Every single time. That's just, discipline. If you hold that resource still, you can sleep him for free right now. No question about it.
Yeah.
And simply not using it at all is just a constant threat in the Winston's mind of he might still have this ability, I can't go aggressive. It's a similar idea with like Roadhog Hook or like Cassidy Flashbang from Overwatch 1 is like, I can't challenge this Roadhog if he has Hook. I can't challenge this Cassidy if he has Flashbang. But the moment I see that go out, I know I can just run at them and win that matchup. Right?
Yeah.
Similar with Ana. If I know Ana missed her sleep dart, I'ma go kill her. Keep it PG. I'm gonna go kill her. Again, like this, at least this time he doesn't have bubble because like you just saw it. But this is a lazy sleep dart. You don't feel this sleep dart doesn't feel like you're like, actively like trying to hit it. You just see him, so you press the button. Like I don't know. And now in like 6 seconds, I mean they don't have an Ana, but like you could now be getting jumped and you don't have a way of surviving.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. That was so unlucky.
Ooh.
F.
Keep fighting.
No one can hide from my sight.
So before the monkey takes high ground, can I just like walk over to the edge and I look to drop an entity on them?
Up
Just, like,
here?
come up, yeah, like right there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and no. I like where you are back here, and you still have great
Mhm.
nade angles to hit this corner. This
Yeah.
becomes really risky. Like, you know, a simple Winston Echo dive. Like, if you're here, it's really easy for the Winston Echo to dive you. If you're all the
Yeah.
way back here, they have to first jump up here and clear this space. And then they have to reposition to be able to jump here. Or they have to walk down all of this path to be able to jump up. Right? If ultimates are online, it, you know, maybe is a little different. But if ultimates are online, that's even less of a reason to want to play that far forward.
Yeah.
I like this positioning, though. I know what you were doing. This reminds me of Ilios when you were looking for a nade.
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Well, that was weird. At what point are you like, oh, I'm gonna look for a nade right now?
Right now.
You're
So-
very much
Wow.
not playing the Overwatch game while you're looking for this nade. And you miss the nade anyways. Like, keep playing Overwatch while you're looking for these nades, right? Like, again, as soon as sights pop, you see the Yana and you ping her.
No one can hide.
Like, right now, you're looking for a nade. You're not doing anything else. You can keep shooting while you look for this nade. Your teammates aren't ready, so like you might as well keep shooting. You see the Yana, shoot her once or twice. You could have shot her.
Yeah.
You could have solo killed the Ana in the time it took for you to even throw the nade. Also, how was the nade? Nade was pretty good. She just moved out of the way. What does it look like from her perspective? Oh, she had no idea. I thought she might have just like dodged it, but no, she just was literally just repositioning.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Wow.
Thank you.
Just wow. How did you not die?
Damn.
Literally just damage fall off is the only reason you're alive. That's funny. He was literally just too far away from you guys.
Lucky, 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 lucky. Oh,
What happened?
nothing, nothing, nothing.
What did the Winston do?
He put down his bubble.
Winston's become so good at the higher level at just getting in on his heads and bubbling perfectly. You
Yeah.
can instead, right, simply hold on to this sleep
Mm-hmm.
and either he bubbles and you still hold your sleep and you back off and you just keep backing, or he doesn't and you and your Alari just shoot him. Or again, a third option is again, if he suppose he never bubbles, you walk at him and sleep dart him, because if you are walking at him, he can't do a reactive bubble, because like the way bubble works, like it spawns around him, not on the outside. What?
Doesn't it spawn like top down or something?
It spawns here. Let me pause when he goes for it. It spawns on him, like right on top of him. So what Winston's will do is when they jump, you see how he pressed the button moments before he landed? Because the way bubble works, again, it spawns on you and it's a big circle. So if you press it before you land, see how perfectly he does this? He's right on the front edge of this bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being all the way back here. Just so he's protected by it, but as close as possible.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Nano Cranky Zen.
You know, I was thinking about it.
What goes wrong in this fight? Jay dies. Why does Jay die?
Damn.
Yep, it'd be like that. Alright. Does Jack, like, die or lose back or something?
He gets low because like the monkey dives us, and then he bombs afterwards.
Oh, he's so dumb. He's dueling a Nano Zen as Baby Diva. Like, as soon as this Nano is forced, like, that's great. Now either, like, disengage or try to hide from him, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now as soon as you throw the bomb out, hide. Hide, I beg you. What is it? It's a 4v3. You do have Nano. This is maybe winnable. Hell, you could Nano Alari. Leroy could be him. I might be hesitant. I might be hesitant too, but it's an option.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to try harder than that. I've got you. Come over here. You're powered up. Get in there.
I love the nade. Easy. So easy. Alright, where do you want to play for this?
What do I want to play?
Do you want to play here? Or do you want to play, like, here, or...
I want to play, like where that health pack is, like near that health pack.
kind of around this space?
Yeah.
At least as, like, a starting point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Nice.
No one can hide from my sight.
Enemy radar contact.
Sorry, what?
Revan.
How are you so good at missing your cooldowns?
I don't want to talk about it. Damn. 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 Oh my god.
Like, what?
Welcome.
Wait, one more time. What do I see?
A Winston that's low
What else?
and no bubble.
No bubble. What's the cooldown on bubble? 10 seconds.
God damn.
Has it been 10 seconds yet?
No.
No, it's been less than 1. It is... Okay, maybe it's been 2. Alright, that's weird. So, this Winston doesn't have bubble. Going for a sleep dart here would be so massive. If you land that sleep dart, when you see him jumping, it's a very standard trajectory. It's the gravitational arc, right? You are good enough to land that sleep dart. All right, we'll watch it again. You could have pulled the sleep, like right now. If your react is sleep instead of anti, this Winston sleeps maybe before even pulling out the primal. And
Yeah, cause
if
it would have like
yeah,
it would have snipped him as like as he like landed.
yeah, exactly.
If I would. Mm-hmm.
And if you did that, how low was he? He was like 200 HP, 300. Like, yeah, 300 HP. If you hit that sleep, your Diva, your Alara, your Echo, like all that damage will potentially kill him. And if not, well, that's tough. But it's a hell of a lot better. Or if you're late with the sleep, you sleep him when he primals, in which case, well, you have time to run away. Hey, speaking of. Thank God you died. Holy shit. Again, actually, hold on. Something I wanted to add. Unrelated to the whole how did you not die. Back to the nade. This is something I noticed back on first point when like there were 4 teammates next to you and you naded a staircase. It feels like sometimes you aim your nades for direct impact instead of just aiming them for the floor. Like
Yeah,
if
I think that sounds better.
like if you look down, you're gonna land this nade. But it feels like you're aiming up towards the Winston, which is why it's able to shoot over this ledge. Like, aim for this staircase, and Winston gets antied. Aim here.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that literally clips through the edge. That's so tough.
I'm just not good with nades, man. I'm just that good with them.
Alright, what's in here?
Soup.
Soup?
Mm-hmm.
Slurp? Anyways, good sleep dart. What is Diva's POV during this? Wow. Inspirational. Alright, this isn't about you. This is something I was spectating Joe, so he's the one I'm gonna scold right now.
He's in here.
What?
He's in here.
Joe!
He can hear you.
Joe. This is really bad. Ready? Are you watching?
Yeah.
Alright. So, right, your team just got rolled. Alright. Echo died right in front of you. Diva is out of mech. They died. Alright. Literally, you were the only one alive. What ends up happening is you blink forward and you stall cart a little bit. You use all of your blinks and your recall. And one more blink to run away. And now you're like 1 HP with practically no cooldowns. And you stalled the cart for about half a second. If you instead waited until like now, you would still have all of your cooldowns, except your Ana would be back and your Echo would almost be back. So you can go for the stall and your teammates will be around to actually provide value, right? What you ended up doing was just 1v4, blink in, waste all your cooldowns, run away, and now you're no help, like, whatsoever for this overtime contest. Like, you're just stranded here without any cooldowns, and your teammates fall over. It's just like a timing thing. You went way too early. If you wait, you'll be a hell of a lot more useful.
I'll find my own.
And you got erased.
Wait, go back.
I'm live. 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Teleporter materialized. Escort the payload.
Wait, what? No. I don't think you saw what I saw.
Oh,
Nade,
yeah, the nade.
nade comes out. It doesn't hit the Winston. Winston puts his bubble down, and it lands on the
what?
inside of his bubble. Yeah. I had a feeling you didn't notice that.
No, I didn't. Not at all. What the hell? Okay.
Because I was like, there's no way that hits the Winston. What? POV,
Oh, look.
Sean has another nade blocked by Winston bubble. What were you saying there?
Yeah. Huh? That like during the scrim when this happened.
Yeah.
Through the nade, I thought it was kind of weird that the nade traveled that fast to get to the Echo.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Echo antied? What?
Oh, Echo disappeared. Okay, cool.
And at this point, you forget how to aim. You miss like 6 shots in a row.
I don't want to talk about it. Walking a bubble?
Where's the soldier?
Undies.
Undies. What if you naded him? What if you just walked over here and threw a nade at him?
Or you would kill him.
That means that
If you shot him once and naded him, he'd be dead. Where'd you go?
Man wishes he was married. I'm God. Man wishes he was married.
Merit Widow on this map is unlike anything ever.
I've got you.
So true. Oh my God.
Love it.
You make all of Reinhardt's mistakes.
That's totally mine.
Not a fan of sleep. Again, half, like 90% of the times you miss a sleep dart, it just feels rushed.
Yeah.
You should be able to hear that soldier. I already can hear his footsteps. Now his footsteps are really loud. Like, the closest you look is like over here. But like, assuming you have functioning headphones that have like left-right audio, you should be able to recognize he's coming on this flank. At the very least, you should be looking at this doorway. Or, you know, glancing towards it. Your diva doesn't need healing. By the time you do, you literally just miss him. But he is still there. And you still hear him too, so I don't know why you turn away. Great nade. Again, mid-fight nades don't necessarily need countdowns, right? Because like your team's already in the action. Hitting an anti on a target just instantly gives your team a target focus. Brig antied, ignore anything else, kill the Brig, right? When you're engaging a fight with the nade, that's when you really need that countdown. Like right now, say you had a good nade spot from here to nade this back doorway, right? You would throw it and you'd give that countdown because your team needs to be ready to be in the action in line with that countdown.
He lost connection.
Sean!
What? Here, I'll put him on like. Hold on. Speak.
Hello? Hi, Sean.
Speak louder.
Hello?
Oh yeah, I can hear him.
You can hear him.
Yeah. Hi Adam.
Hello?
You can just use my PC. I'm gonna step out real quick.
Are you on? Alright. Thank you, Joe. That's like the next one. Alright, that's fine. Alright, Adam.
What's up?
I'm a room roofer right now.
Alright, hello. So, what was the last thing you heard?
It was while I was in card.
It was the whole, like, soldier thing?
No.
Did
Oh
you-
yeah.
Okay, hold up. I gotta turn Joe down. Or you, or Joe, or whatever. Alright. Yeah, so the whole soldier thing was like, you heard him with your ears, look at the direction he's coming from. Your team didn't need healing, just prioritize that. And then I was talking about your nades, because there was a nade on a Brig in the mid-fight. You don't need those countdowns when it's a mid-fight nade, because your team's already in the action. It's like that example on Ilios where Jack was already at the doorway. You don't need to give that countdown. He's already there.
Yeah.
And then the situation again where like you need to time that nade is like right now, right? If you had a nade lineup that would hit this back doorway, you need to give that countdown to let your teammates know like when they need to use their cooldowns to reach that anti-nade.
Yeah, I got you. Good people in my apartment that are not my roommates.
Holy shit, where the hell are you? What? What the hell? What?
Oh.
Where did their
I don't
echo
know.
come from? That was really well done though.
Thank you. You know, I heard somewhere that when Winston is primaling you, it's good to walk forward into the primal for the chance for him to mess up the juggling.
Yeah, yes and no. Good Winstons have good mechanics.
Yeah.
Like when I practice my Winston primals, I have a workshop code where it's just an AFK Zenbot, and I just beat him senselessly around Junkertown.
Oh my god.
Bro, hold up. What's the timestamp? 2:52. Hold up. I'll show you real quick. I love showing people this. Where is it?
1 second.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
All right.
So I put him there, and I put myself there, and I just beat him around senselessly. This changes drastically when the opponent is moving,
Yeah, of course.
which is part of why my primals aren't the best. I also don't practice primals much anymore. I remember part of my my like warm up, you know how like you would do Vaxta. What I always did was I did the AI Ryan bot. I would 1v1 it to 20, and I would get my ass whooped every single time. Sometimes I would 1v1 it twice, like 2 or 3
Mhm.
times, and then I would go into the Winston juggle for like 5 minutes. Because
Yeah.
Winston and Ryan were really kind of the only 2 tanks I played at the time.
Mhm.
Not that they were the only 2 tanks I played. They were the only 2 tanks that our team played.
Okay.
Like those are the only ones I scrimmed on.
Mhm. I got you.
Oh wait, we watched all of this.
Mhm.
Primal comes out. Yeah, no, you're good there though.
Payload mobilizing.
I don't really like the positioning here, but I don't know what I would do instead. Like, ideally you're right here, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
So you either need to coordinate that with your team and say like you're gonna take this positioning, or maybe more realistically, your team helps you push through this staircase and you can take this positioning.
You take their high ground.
Or the other alternative is once your team clears this high ground, you just you don't necessarily need to stay up there.
Yeah.
Because like you can comfortably play this low ground positioning, especially once you've cleared it.
Okay.
No one can hide from my sight.
Bro, I forgot how the hell did this happen? Like, where did their team go? I remember I was just specking and I was like, how did you guys just cap? What? Okay, Winston feeds, Soldier feeds.
The Revan payload princess.
And then
It was kind of crazy.
they just give up. It's like, that makes no sense. I don't get it. Why did they just give up? Alright, is this where they comp swap?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Full
yeah.
comp swap.
But they keep the break though for the rally.
I would keep the brig for more than just the rally.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
This
I
comp,
guess.
I would probably run, like, maybe with a Torb over Sim, maybe, or maybe just instead of Hanzo.
Mhm.
And you have one of the hardest teams to dive in, like, all of Overwatch.
Okay.
This is like a classic bunker comp from Overwatch 1. There was it was super common on Hanamura. Teams on defense would play Orisa Sigma, like Ashe Torb, like Hanzo Torb, May Torb, or like May Ashe, May Hanzo, whatever, with
Okay.
Bap Brig. Bap Brig just provides an insane amount of AoE healing. They have good self-sustain. And I mean Brig obviously had the stun, but they hold their space really, really well.
You good, Jack? I got you.
Hold up. What's the timestamp right now?
3:11
No way.
for us.
Yeah.
We can dive the map. We can dive the map or send.
I don't want to dive into this. I think dive is too risky.
Alright, got you.
Play slow, play slow.
I'll give the car if you need.
Yo, so right side.
They didn't back.
Can't.
Alright. What are your thoughts on the following statement by Jack Pepin? I don't want to dive into that. It's too risky. Not necessarily in this scenario, but you were just calling like targets you can dive. You said BAP and Sim, and that's what he said.
I think we can still dive into it.
Okay, what do you have to be mindful of?
What Hanzo spray arrow, the spam arrow thing, Arista cooldowns
Yes.
and like support cooldowns.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Orisa cooldowns and just the raw burst damage Hanzo can provide are two really good, things to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't necessarily make a call out like, "Oh, Hanzo no storm arrow, we can dive." But it's just something to be like your diva needs to be mindful of specifically with like DM matrix.
Yeah, but
Also,
can Diva eat javelin throw?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
This nade that you land,
Mm-hmm.
that's enough to win a fight. You can
Both supports and
both supports anti. This can single-handedly win you the fight.
Mm-hmm.
What did you not do?
I don't think I coordinated with them.
Not at all. If your diva walked up to here, and your echo was sitting right here, when you did that, both supports would die within the next 4 seconds, and then you would steamroll in full cap. No doubt in my mind. But it was a reaction call that you did after you hit the nade. It was like, both supports anti, both supports anti. And Jack's like, I can't get there. I'm not ready for it. Right?
Yeah.
And again, in this situation, this is the start of a fight. You are trying to initiate the fight with this anti-nade, which is, those are the ones that you need to be coordinating. Like, need to be coordinating. The other ones, it's cool if you do. It's like extra credit. This one, these are the ones that make the difference.
Gotcha.
I appreciate the support.
I like repositioning here. You maybe could have done it earlier.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Like right now. Right now, you reposition. Alari maybe reposition as well. Alari can do that. Leave Diva on payload. Leave Diva or Echo. Actually, Echo might be better. But like, as you recognize, like you're man, I got poo sightlines.
Yeah.
Shit. Nice. Good nade. I love that nade. What is so great about this nade?
It antied her and healed me.
Yes, it's so good.
We're outnumbered.
So good. This is a small thing. When you come around a corner and like if you see sim turrets right in your face, like right here, yeah, just melee, and you break both of these.
Okay.
You might have to walk into them a little bit for it, but yeah. You're so dead here.
Yeah, but I take one with me.
Yeah, you could have also just walked out.
I forgot about
Where
that.
did where's Jack go? Wait, what? Did he fly out?
Yeah, he flew out.
Yeah, you have plenty of time to come out this way.
And
you also have plenty of time to just come this direction instead of this direction.
That's true.
At this point, there's no hope of running. And how much did you stagger yourself here? When did the last person die?
Ooh, quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Joe died. Alright, this is when your last person died. 242.
Oh.
At this point, your team is ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
They are ready and waiting. And we are waiting.
This is not.
Actually, you can't stagger in scrims, so they shouldn't let me leave. If only. If only.
Skull emoji. That is something I noticed. I don't think I brought up. I feel like you could hip fire more. Outside of point blank shots, I feel like you really heavily rely on fully scoped, and especially like take I'm gonna run all the way back there. Take this example. When you're sitting here and your tank's on this high ground, like this is really easily hip fireable, and it allows you to be more fluid. Same with like if they jump over there, like it's really easy to hit these shots because it's a big tank in a decently small area of place for them to run around.
Mm-hmm.
And this right there is another example. Like you're aiming at a corner to heal Jack. Either he walks around the corner and you can't heal him, or you know, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Alright, what happens here? I watched this twice. Still don't understand what happened though. That shot to heal Jack was useless.
Yeah.
That was so useless. You have a Orisa in your face and you're 1 HP. The Orisa knows you're 1 HP. Keeping eyes on her is by far the most important thing for you to do right now. Like, if you want to live, you want to be just playing hide around the pillar from the Orisa. Jack is at 602 HP. I don't think this one shot is going to make an impact. But instead, you end up dying. And it's GG. Honestly, if that one shot into Jack instead went into that turret, you could live.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know for sure, but maybe. Did you take geometry in high school or college?
I did in high school.
Right. Did you take physics in high school?
Yeah.
Alright. You miss a lot of nades just by not having good, like, depth perception.
This is true.
Or it's either depth perception. It's either depth perception or gravity perception.
Yeah.
Or both. But, like, a lot of these nades are missing aren't hard. Like, respectfully, a Diamondana should be able to land these nades.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a good nade. I think that doesn't feel like a super aimed nade. More just like you see the window and he walks into it. He also walks out of his lamp to die to it. He's like, please let me get you value. I feel bad. You narrowly miss him, or land it too. Like, what if you naded that Hanzo, who is super exposed, or just nade the Orisa, who I think you watched use both her cooldowns? Oh, this is her second cooldown. Like, either one of... Where are you? Here you are. Like, either one of those, you can secure the kill confidently instead of getting lucky with that one, right? Like, that really was just pure luck.
Hey, I'm talking about your technical.
Alright, what do you guys do here? I know what you guys end up doing. What should you do?
We should play on the side of the wall that I can see everyone of them. And I back away.
Say it again?
We should back away and then play on the side of the wall where I can hit everyone.
You want your team to back over here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, what's gonna happen if you do that?
They're gonna shoot at us through the window.
They're gonna shoot at you. I mean, yeah, they'll shoot at you through the window. It's gonna disappear soon. More importantly, they'll shoot
what
at you
I was
from this side of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And they will practically just win this fight because of it. Which is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
You guys back off because of this wall, and the enemy team wins a 4v2, a 3v4, which at this point is now a 5v3.
Yeah, okay.
This is a 5v3, which they win.
Mm-hmm.
When this wall comes out, what if you instead...
Walk to the edge.
Exactly. Wall comes out, walk up here.
Yeah.
You can dance on this to heal your teammates on either side, whoever needs it.
Mm-hmm.
2 people are dead. Your team is dominating this fight, and their sim is in spawn, which you should have remembered that she died a while ago. And since she's ulting. So there are 2 people on the point right now. Neither of them are a threat to you. You can play here and just keep your team in this fight. Because you don't reposition, your team has to run away. Like, Jack being here is essentially now making this a 3v2. Or 3v2, yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys now are not going to win this fight because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you were here right now and you threw a nade at either of these targets, these 2 people could go kill that target.
Yeah.
And then it would just be the other one on the payload.
Mm-hmm.
So good. How the hell?
Damn.
He gets the kill. But holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah. You know, I think I hit more sleeps than I did nades. Or maybe like the same amount at least.
Yeah. Maybe. I think you had a lot of, like, you know, just like mid-fight nades during the brawling phase.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was at least 2 like decently long distance sleep darts, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this is bad. What happened to Joe? Oh, I remember this. This was dumb. Joe was over here on this off angle when his whole team has disengaged and is out of mech. Sonic comes out, I think. Yep. And he's trying to sneak around. Best case scenario, he trades 1 for 1. Worst case, he doesn't. And now, what's the clock situation? Oh, I remember this. Jack Pepin also dies. That's the killer. This is where the communication was missing. Who has touch right now?
Echo would be.
Yeah, Echo has touch.
Closer.
Let's watch this from Leroy's perspective. Oh, what the fuck? Jay, you're here? And
Unscathed too.
And he's dead. Yeah. There's no reason for Leroy to go for this touch.
Mm-hmm.
Jay could have touched right now. He could touch and then back into this hallway and just keep hitting. And this whole time, Leroy could have been out here, like, speeding his tank, or he'd probably be, you know, up near the fight, whatever. Maybe, like, with you coming up to high ground.
Yeah.
And then Jay touches and backs off. And then, 2.5 seconds pass, and then overtime hits. And then overtime is another 5-second timer. Like, the starting wick is 5 seconds long. So you proc overtime at the 3-second mark, and then you step off for 8 seconds. You have 8 seconds before you have to touch again.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jay can touch again. And then he can step off again, and it's another 5 seconds. And by that point, as long as nobody else died, Jack might be back in time. And then you guys can be taking a 5v5 fight. Shit on. Shit on.
Damn, real.
Yeah, see, Jack's back.
Mm-hmm.
How much time do we get in overtime? 1, 2,
13 seconds. I think.
3, 4. Oh, wait, hold up. I can do this better. Alright. You could start the overtime tick right now with 1 touch and get off. And then it's 17... 17. I guess 17:42 is going to be the end of it. That makes sense. But at what point did this become unwinnable? Like, reasonably unwinnable. Right now, it's definitely an uphill battle.
Yeah.
If you guys take this as a fight, you will not lose this fight. If you take this as a place low install, who knows, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Joe doesn't need to be here right now. Imagine if Joe trusts that Jay was going to stall for a while because he had dupe. He could go on point, essentially die, and then use copy, die again, and then go back as Echo, and then die a third time.
Yeah.
In that time, Joe could have popped up here. He could have killed the Skiriko, and then popped Tac Visor from here. And he wouldn't die during Tac Visor, because this is, like, really kind of dog shit positioning for a Tac Visor. He gets 1, which he could have gotten from here, although he could have killed the support instead. Then he could have killed that same person.
Yeah.
Right? And now you're in a 2v4. This is where, again, that, like, communication is so important.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah. So yeah, land your nades.
True. Is there like a code or something for me to practice? I guess I mean, I just bring up quick play and whatnot.
Yeah, quick play is an option.
Yeah.
You know what else? This is weird. I don't know if it's even available right now. Total Mayhem is an option too.
That's true.
You can just spam nade off cooldown. And actually, nade might be on extended cooldown.
No, sleep is on standard cooldown for
Sleep is okay. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yeah, quick play or just comp would be a more
a much better choice.
Well, I wouldn't say better. It depends on what you're going for. If you're purely going for like that's not what I meant. Like the nailing down the arc of the nade. Like if like being able to nade that guy in the back.
That must sting.
Like, do you think you could do that on your first try?
My first try? Probably, yeah.
Alright. Like, again, it shouldn't be crazy complicated.
Yeah, no.
But, like, just being able to land these nades is so important. And every time you go for a nade on that bot, and let me get it back. Every time you go for a nade on that bot, and you overshoot it, that is a fight that you guys aren't going to win.
Yeah. Ooh, so close.
Wall slept, wall slept. The other thing to remember is, again, I don't know if I had said this, but nading the floor, choosing where you want the nade to land, I should put it that way, will drastically impact your, like, consistency. Like, what's the easiest place for me to throw this nade to kill this, to anti this bot?
Like, above him.
Above him?
Wait, hold on. Wait, what did you just ask?
What is the easiest place for me to aim for this nade? Like, should I try and get the nade to land here? Should I try for a direct impact? Should I aim back here? Like, where do I want the nade to land?
Try and, like, get it, like, maybe, like, in front of him or next to him.
Are you saying, like, by his
or
feet?
somewhere? Yeah.
From this position right here, I would disagree. I would say I would aim for the wall.
Oh.
You know why?
Splash?
Because if I hit the wall here, I can't ping. If I hit the wall here, or if I hit the wall here, or here, or here, all of these places are gonna anti the bot. And that is, those are drastically different angles depending on where my mouse is. All of the above is gonna anti the bot. Now, rotate over to staring at the bot. If I aim here, it's too low. It'll just airball. If I aim here, it'll probably land, like, around the floor. Anywhere, like, here above, or anywhere just, like, too far to the left, it's going to soar right by him.
Yeah.
Alright, the bot has a stupid... The bot hitbox is, a little unreal. Wait, did they fix it? Wait, what the hell?
I think your native was just good. Oh.
Yeah. Definitely a little unrealistic. But yeah, like, aiming for walls and, again, aiming for the floor will drastically improve your nade consistency.
Got you.
I forgot I had confirmed nano on for a second.
Oh yeah, as you should.
It's been a minute. There was something else I was gonna pull up, real quick, real quick. Where are the sword codes? Oasis. We were talking about the contest, right? From Dorado.
Yeah.
And I just want to compare your, like, you remember how bad the contest on Dorado was, right?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
No, this, I think, was the map specifically, actually.
Yep, it was.
It was a little silly that I remember this one, specifically. Where does it start? Alright. Let's go from right here. Alright, what's going on? The enemy team has control of the point. You guys are trying to push in. They use 2 ults. 3 ults. You guys are even. I'll put it on your POV. Perfect. Didn't use lamp, which is
Wasn't fast enough, yeah.
unfortunate. Yeah, I think maybe you were trying to use shift, but it was on cooldown. It was literally like 1 second when you died.
Yeah.
Alright, but you guys... Jack can win this. This is winnable. Jack could grab right now and you could win this. This is winnable as fuck. If Jack grabs right now, I have no question you can win this. Jack dies, he doesn't use grab. Jack now has to swap Doom. Loses grab. Shit. But what was the overtime touch look like? Joe dies. Lucio goes in, gets the touch. Jay calls, I got next touch. He touches. You lamp him for his touch, and you just pocket him through this all. Notice how, I mean, like, I'm talking to you, so I'm just pointing out what you're doing good right now. Notice how you aren't standing on point?
Yeah.
If you were standing on point, the Alari would be shooting you this whole time. And whoever the other person, like Reaper, would be shooting you too. In which case, you now die, and now Jay dies shortly after because he doesn't have a BAP in his pocket keeping him alive.
Yeah.
It's such a massive, like, positioning outplay, essentially. Now, I think you guys go into OT again. Alright. Tracer gets first touch. Recalls. Tracer gets second touch. Dies. You get next touch. Brilliant. You die. Leroy is there for the next touch. And at this point, it's pretty much over. Leroy gets the next touch. Like, the fundamentals were so much better here. It's also significantly easier on a massive control point. Because, like, you know, one person can touch from here and then back out. And then 2 seconds later, the next person can touch and back out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, so I actually might link it. I watched a video the other day about the, it was literally just called, like, how time works in Overwatch 2. And for overtime specifically, I believe it was the wick burning at the top lasts for 5 seconds during the first 30 seconds of overtime. And then for the next 30 seconds, it lasts 3 seconds. So say overtime ticks at the 15-minute mark. Between 15 and 15:30, the wick is going to burn for 5 seconds every time it trails downwards.
Yeah.
Between 15:30 and 16, it burns for 3 seconds every time it goes down. And then anything above the 16 mark, it's a 1 second or 1.5 second timer. So it ramps up really quickly. But that's Ana gameplay.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Thank you, Adam.
Thank you.
Of course. I will